We made it. You guys have a good weekend? Hopefully you got to play in the snow. That's what I did all weekend. But now I'm hurting. All right. What's up, Carico? Thank you. Good luck to you. Today's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good week. Markets are moving, which is it's good, right? I saw something on the 5 minutes. First of all, it's too bright. Monday, nothing, or I thought I said unscheduled. We have something at 10. I don't know the importance of that. Doesn't look like much, but we'll be careful at 10 anyways. On the 5 minutes and the 15, we had this up here. So these are obviously highs. And horizontal line, we had that high, we went up, we displaced up, we traded, and then we displaced back down, hit that, came up, hit this displacement, and then kept going down. Now, I saw this earlier around 8 a.m. It's clearer on the 15 minute. So we had that displacement up, traded, and then displacement down, order block. I noticed earlier between like 7:30 and 8 that happened, and I was curious if we come down, what are we going to do after we take out this swing right here? So we'll just be mindful that we could go, we could just be taking out the liquidity here to continue up to make new higher highs. We could also go up into this order block and then get a reaction off of it, or even the fair value gap, because on the 15 minute and the 5 minute, we created this order block, then opened, and then went straight down. We didn't really go up and tap that. So either way, we're probably going to go higher for a little bit. Then it's just a matter of, do we hit this area and turn around, or do we continue to make higher highs? Again, I'm on the 5-second chart, so I don't really care either way. But we'll just keep an eye on it. I do have that one bot running. The bugs are fixed. I was doing some back testing and noticed some other bugs, but I think that's a different like version of it. So we'll see if it messes up today or not. Either way, the plan with the bot is to just keep testing it live and working out any kinks, because live is different than back testing and any test environments. What's up, Cracks? Good to see you. I wanted to watch something a little not different today, but I wanted to watch for something that I see happen quite often is we move up, we come down, create a swing. Right. This sucks because we're still in pre-market with the gaps, but we create a swing low, we come down, take out that swing low, and then if we displace up, I think that's a good long opportunity. So buying right now with the stop down here and just going for, I don't know, 5 to 10 points off of it. Again, I'm not going to take it right now because it's pre-market and it looks a lot better during the normal hours. But I noticed that, see, if we're moving up, we create swings, and usually the first couple swings, we will go down and take those out and then move up. And that's exactly what just happened. That was I'm going to watch for that today. Especially if I see a swing and then we create like a wick down, just breaking past that low, and then we displace up. Like, to me, that's a good opportunity to at least try it. They're not all going to work, but we should be able to make money off of that move right there. So wanting to put a box rectangle to watch some areas, but I don't know exactly where. So this area would be of potential interest. Markets open. Also, right. Is any of this as well? I guess anywhere in here we could be hitting it and turning around. Why is this not way over here? Doesn't matter. We're in the 5-second club. Will be interesting to see if we chopping around. Well, I don't want it extended all the way out, but it should be like if I move it past where we're at in time, it should be putting it past in time on all of them, and it didn't do it on the 5-second. See if I move it to, or I was about to point with my finger, but you can't see where I'm pointing. See, the end of this is at 1025. It should put it at 1025 on all of these. That's what, or at least that's how TradingView does it. All right, let's Came right up. Yeah, Tradevate. I kind of hate Tradevate. The bot is on Quan Tower. I have plans to start porting it to NinjaTrader just because I believe you can code bots in C# on NinjaTrader, which Quan Tower uses C# as well. So it wouldn't be, uh, it'd be pretty trivial, I think, to build it over there. But we're still working on it. I feel like it's obviously there to run because I'm running it, but like Thursday I found a bug. I'm trying to find all the bugs I can before I actually care about the results. And then, but it's hard because like I have something I want to work the bugs out, but then I also have more ideas to improve on it, to improve the risk management on it. But the more code I build for it, the more bugs I could introduce. So we need to get all the kinks worked out, and then I can continue forward with it. The 5 minute, we came right up into that gap. I mean, we very well could turn around here, but it's very. I'm unsure. Plus, I feel like it'd probably be easier for me to code it in C# because I don't recognize your name. I don't know how much you know about me, but I am a programmer for like as my day job. So for me, it's easier to just code stuff versus using like built-in strategy builders, because then like you're limited to what they offer you. Whereas with code, I can just write whatever I want to write. Same thing for like websites. Whenever people ask me to help them build a website, I'm like, I can do it for you, but I'm going to build a website from scratch. I'm not using like WordPress or Squarespace or what are all those website builders. Like those are harder for me to use because if I need to build something, I have to go find it on their platform, figure out how it works. Whereas if I just do it from scratch, I can just do whatever I want to do. Yes, I am. Alcife. No idea how to pronounce that. Damn. So the pre-market, I set myself up for success by calling out two different ideas. We turn around in one of these areas, or we were taking out liquidity down here in pre-market to go make higher highs. Alcife, like that. Jesus. You guys better be careful trading. Came down into a 1 minute fair value gap. And on the 5 second, we came right into that guy. Movement is good. This is a lot though. now I'm like not prepared for all this movement because we've been getting such choppy starts to the day. Now it's just ripping in pre-market. We went down pretty quick, relatively quickly. The open, we just retraced that whole move. As soon as we take out the highs, we made it halfway back.
Order filled. Order working.
A little gap there.
Stop filled.
I wasn't about to take just the it only gave us like 4 points, so sure we could have had 4 points, but the risk was what, 6? I don't normally care about the risk to reward, but with the amount of with the volatility that we have, was just kind of expecting a little more, but it's fine. Put my stop where it needed to be, right at that swing right here. So we have a 1 minute bearish fair value gap form up here, but that did not break any swings on the 1 minute. I don't know. I feel like we kind of got like some weird stuff going on right now. Everything to me is looking bullish. No indicators. I don't have any indicators on here. Just read the candles based on swing highs, swing lows, and fair value gaps that form. Just those two things. I get indicators recommended to me all the time. But I feel like I do okay without them. Maybe I could do better with them. I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience using them. I used to use indicators a long time ago, but I also read the markets a lot different than I used to. So I would kind of take me it would take a lot to try to, it would take a lot of practice and back testing to incorporate any of them. I do have bots, or I am working on some bots that do use indicators, but that's not for manual trading. Yes, that's a bad word. I always feel like once I notice that we're moving down, all these little bearish fair value gaps seem to hold, but then it's like by the time I notice, is it too late? Just took out the lows. Watch, this thing just turns around and goes all the way back up to the highs. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I started making after the stream, I go just clip all the trades I took and put them into shorts. That way, if anyone wants to just see the trades I took, they can just watch that instead of clicking through the stream. But it's funny because like that reaches, just a different audience, just like random people that don't see how I actually trade. They just see the enter and exits of each trade. But like anytime I post red trades, I get people commenting saying, "Oh, you're just gambling." And I'm like, "No, like red trades happen. Like it's I can't win every single trade." But they only say that on the video. They only say that on the shorts that have red trades on them, or if it's like all red trades. I'm like, what are you talking about? I mean, I get like, sure, this is a form of like gambling. There's gambling, like, but it's not straight gambling.
Order filled. Order working.
So we took out this low right here and displaced up, came back down into it. We're also in like this pretty strong downtrend, so I don't know, but this is what I was talking about earlier. I wanted to at least try watching for that.
Order
And
filled.
we'll
Cancelled.
take that right there. Yeah, I mean, anywhere where you're putting money up that you could lose, I guess, is a type of gambling. But I don't know, people who comment on shorts, they know everything. It's just funny. And these people don't know that I have the greatest roaster in the world who goes by the name Donkey Puncher. So I mean, nothing they say is going to affect me. Look at this thing. Somebody said on one of the comments, they said everyone wants to be a trader nowadays or something like that. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of annoying, isn't it? Or I said it's cringy, isn't it? I'm like, you got to be a little more creative than that if you're going up against. If you want to try to affect me, you got to beat Donkey Puncher, and I don't think anyone's going to be able to do that. Somebody did. I don't know if it was one of you guys. I don't want to try it today. I think I should try it on a different account, maybe not one that I'm actually like. I think I'm doing well on these, so I don't want to risk it on any of these. But with this 5 second, maybe get in with a 5 between a 5 or like a 5 and 7 point stop, depending on the move. And then set the stop to trail it by that amount of points. So as long as the market doesn't come back 5 points on the move up, maybe, I mean, we're always going to give up 5 points from the peak, from the top. Like that would have hit it. I don't know how much. I don't know how far this came back. Maybe only there. 2 points. So maybe if we entered here with a 5-point stop that trailed by 5 points, maybe it would have not got stopped out till way up here. I don't know. It'd be interesting to try it at least. But this is exactly what I was talking about earlier when I started the stream. Wait for a swing low to be put in, see it get taken out with displacement up or reverse if we're looking for shorts. When we retrace that displacement, fair value gap, whatever, get in, we should not come back below this low, because this, if we're going to be going up, this low already swept that low, so we don't need to sweep this one now. So that worked out good. That was pretty risky too, and like I said, I got a little nervous buying that. We could have held this for 35 points. Oh, that was around the 100 level too. I really try to not pay attention to the points, but that was to my demise that one day because I didn't see how far zoomed in or out we were. Could be turning around right here. We just came up into that 1 minute high, swept that high, displaced down, basically high, low, higher, high.
Order filled. Order working.
It's a 5-point stop there.
Stop filled.
Again, I mean, we had offered us 3 points. That's not enough to. I'm not putting up 5 points to take only 3. There, we just. Now we made higher highs and then we displaced down. We're hitting a gap on the 1 minute and the 5 minute.
Order filled. Order working.
I'm gonna just get
Order
out.
cancelled.
That was a long trade for the 5-second chart. And it's looking like it wants to rip up. Gonna do it. Still didn't offer too much. Our short was at 31. Got to like 27. So still only like three to 4-ish points. Yeah. Plus when I got in that, I noticed right here, low, took that out, displaced up. So could have been buying on those instead of looking at this on these higher time frames. And that was something I didn't mention, but when I was talking about these swings being taken out like that on the 5-second, my plan was to only have the 5-second chart pulled up today. And don't even pay attention to the higher time frame, because the higher time frame is usually what like spooks me out of stuff on the over here. And when I originally tried the 5-second, I was only trading it and I wasn't paying attention to anything else. Well, like I've said, I mean, this could have been a green trade if I was okay with 2 to 3 points. And sometimes I am okay with only 2 to 3 points. The market rarely just moves straight in one direction. We're usually getting some little pullbacks, and that's really all I'm going for. I mean, the higher time frame seem like they're setting up for this to go lower now. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. And the whole, like, so we made this high, we made a higher high, we displaced down. That's scary to short while it does that. However, shorting at 35 could have got like 5 to 7 points out of that. And I mean, that's all I'm looking for. And this worked in both directions, obviously. Made a higher high and then displaced down, came up, short that, go down. On the reverse side, we made a lower low, displaced up, buy either one of these, get your 5 points and move on. That was my whole idea for today, so let's watch for that. The one trade we made money on, that's exactly what we did. And if I was looking at the higher time frames, I don't know if I would have been short biased or long biased when I took that. But it obviously worked. We just can't try to hold for moves like that because one, that's not what I'm looking to do anyways. I need to make sure I don't get greedy, because the one trade that worked, it did offer 30 points. We're just looking for the however many points it moves. Kind of when it displaces, like probably could have aimed for that high. So we'll just look for stuff like that. Again, I mean, it's right here. This high was a higher high. We displaced down, came up into it, and then look at the move. This took out all these swings. I would buy this, but I wanted to come back further down into there. Oh, damn, it's already 10. You guys doing all right? This guy did sweep that, but we didn't create any fair value gaps on that move down. You're doing fantastic. Have you taken anything? Are you still in them?
Order filled. Order working.
This barely swept and got a little displacement there. I missed that entry, but I'm going to just get out
Order
of that.
filled.
Just wasn't sure with all of this over here. Got like, I don't know, 3-4 points on it. Well, I assume you're green if you trade you're trading Nasdaq or NQ or MNQ, one of those. If I can work on not hesitating on these trades, sometime or like last week, the week before, I was getting in way too early, so we displace and then create a fair value gap, and I'd be buying, which I did. I did enter up here, but I would have entered before this red candle. If I can work on getting my entries a lot better, it's just gonna make the losers that much smaller and the winners should be that much bigger. Which I'm not really trying to make the winners huge. But if I can get between 5 and 7 points each time versus having to settle for only 3 or 4 because of my entries suck, which again, I believe I think I'm doing fine, but there's always room for improvement. Appreciate that, student. That means you're done trading, right? How'd you do? I realized that people like you and Knives, you guys join the party after you guys are done trading, and I apologize, but I'm a selfish person and I always forget to ask you how you guys are doing. I know you guys come watch me after you're done trading and you guys always ask how I'm doing, and then I just completely ignore the fact of asking you how you're doing. Nice, John. But I'm doing good. We've taken a few trades. I don't know. I don't remember what we started with. I think we're down a little bit, but I'm fine. Damn, Graham. So we made a swing low. Then we came down, took out that swing low. Then we displaced back above that swing low, and now we're moving up. This never offered an entry for us. This was too big of a move to enter, just marketing in like way up here. I don't think I've ever heard of that indicator. I mean, I think you can use pretty much any indicator to try to make money, but just recognize that just like with anything in trading, it's not going to be 100%. The algo coding is going good. I have that one running right now. Looking at the charts, it's not looking like it's going to be taking anything anytime soon. But we have some other ones in the works that will take. That one just takes one trade a day. But we have some other ones in the works that will use more. That will take more trades. If you're asking me to test an indicator, you're asking the wrong person. Knives. It's going all right. Just waiting for setups. I'm taking a handful of trades. I think we're overall down, but only by a little bit. I can't remember I don't remember what we started out at. There's no point in even looking. I mean, I obviously have this up so I can see it, but I don't remember what we started today. I think around 7, 51.8 maybe. So taking a couple trades. I think only one worked and the rest have failed, right? I don't know. But trying to look for some stuff I've been noticing that happens and trying to capitalize off of that. Knives, how did you do today? Nice. What do you mean at the moment? Like you're gonna trade more? Oh, okay, nice. This technically kind of met our requirements. Made a new low. I like when we create these little, like just a straight up gap. But I didn't want to take that. Nice. On the 5 second? Or wait, you don't trade futures, do you? Hmm. Oh yeah. You trade that. You just like I remember we asked, I don't know if it was me or someone else asked you why you're here since most people are trading futures, but you said you just like following trader journeys. Have you ever looked into seeing if that setup happens like on these charts, futures, ES or NQ? It's like the hardest, easiest thing in the world. I feel like once you get it, then it's easy, but it is almost impossible to get to that point. I feel pretty comfortable, but I'm obviously still got my daily struggles I deal with. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Like you always have to be mindful of that. I always thought, oh, once I'm profitable, I can just not have to worry anymore. But that's not the case. Like you said, one day could ruin everything. And then you got to try to recover from that, like recover emotionally, not money wise. Right. It's even worse than that because it would be like eating a box of donuts and actually gaining 50 pounds that same day. All right, we
Order
just made the
filled.
higher highs. We displaced down. See if we can just get a few points out of this at least. This guy. And then that moved down.
Order working.
Did create this guy too. This is super choppy now. I'm gonna just get
Order
out, basically
cancelled.
break even. Again, if I can, not if, but as I would try to work on my entry, if my entry was up here where it should be, it offered the points that we need. And there's the goddamn move. It's the second time today that's happened. As soon as we get out, the next 2 to 3 candles start moving down. Oh, for sure, knives. I was so when was it Friday? Was it Thursday or Friday? No, it was Friday. Yeah, I was extremely disappointed in myself Friday. I only lost 400 on each account, but which is not not enough to even care about. But I was disappointed because after my last trade, I said I'm done. I'm accepting my losses today. I said I'm accepting them. Like that's it. And then 2 minutes later, no, not even 2 minutes later, a minute later, I get into another trade. On one hand, I was very disappointed in myself. On the other hand, taking one extra trade a day was not like that big of a deal. Um, it's not like I tilted or anything. It's just one. I took one extra trade. Exactly. Like, yeah, exactly. Did that trade change the needle in terms of your P&L last 100 trades? No, it's not that big of a deal. Do I have a stop rule, like lose a certain amount? Lately, I've just been trying to. I don't have a hard number. I have like a range, just depending on the day. Like Friday was supposed to be between 200 and 300, which it would have been, but then I took that extra trade and doubled my loss. Um, but it just depends on the day, I guess. But I'm really trying to stay under. So the daily loss limit with TopStep is 1,000. My personal daily loss would be 500. So if I get close to that, I need to start thinking about stopping. But I'm not setting like a hard number, because when I have a hard rule or a hard number for profit or loss, it affects me emotionally. I'm going to let these next few candles play out and we will be right back. I'll just put that in here. I'm going to go get some more coffee, stuff like that. Use the restroom. I'm not done trading. I think I want to try a few more trades. I'm not really. No, I think we can pull some more stuff out of here. So I'll be right back. All right. We are still in this. Cool. uh it's coming along. I was working on some uh version 2 of the current bot this weekend, but then started running into some bugs. I want it to right now you enter how many contracts for the symbol that you're trading, and that's how many contracts it will get in per trade, obviously. I'm working on telling it how much you're willing to risk that day, and then when it has a setup form, it determines how many contracts it's going to get in. That's going to be version 2 or version 1 dot something. I don't know. It is running right now. However, it's not looking like it's not going to take anything in this chop right now. So I only run it for a certain time frame on the day. But it is running. It didn't. We ran it Friday, right? And it didn't take anything. So it doesn't take something every day, only if there's a setup, which is what it's supposed to do. And that's what we're supposed to do as well. So but when I was testing the new stuff, it looked like it was doing what it, like I run it through like a whole year and just try to watch it and make sure it's taking what it's supposed to do and scaling and stuff. It was taking the one traded or up to a certain number of trades a day on one setup. I think I told you guys. Like it waits for one setup and then it gets in up to 3 times. So 3 trades a day off of one setup. Anyways, I was watching it. It was doing what it's supposed to do. Watched it trade a couple months. And I left the office and I come back and my computer's like basically locked up and it's just like pinging like crazy, taking like 1,000 trades. I'm like, what the hell is it? What the hell's going on? So obviously we don't want it to do that on a live account. I got to figure out what happened. Then I stopped and went and played in the snow, sledding and snowboarding and stuff, and I haven't looked at it since then. But the normal, what it was doing last week, that's what I have running right now. So if it takes something, I'll put it on the screen. We finally got out of the opening range / chop. If we get any bullish fair value gaps down here, we'll take it because we're creating new lows and taking out all these swings. we're just gonna, maybe we just drop off. Got a long way to go. Damn. I have not been, like I told you guys last week, I have not been looking at these higher time frames, looking at the overall market. I did not realize how far we went. We'll see if this comes back down into all of this. I have a feeling it's not going to want to come back. Oh, maybe. Come on. I want down here. It was probably our only opportunity. But that was like my stop would have been at the lows. It's like 12 points. Yeah, that would have been crazy. It's hard to know when that dip is going to be a dip. See if we take that out. So since we have that low, I want to see if now we create a bullish fair value gap after taking this low out. Oh, I think we've got some orders. On the bot. Why does it only show? I should have entered 3 or put 3 orders on, but it looks like it only did 2. I'm not sure. I'll look at that in a second.
Order filled.
So we took out that low, then displaced up, came back down. Doing all right, I think. Oh yeah, the hourly super slow. At least you could just set something and hopefully just forget it. Did I miss my opportunity to get out of that?
Order filled.
I go for 5-ish points. This was 5-6 points right here. Oh my god, that's so frustrating.
Order filled.
Took out that swing, still inside of all this. Trying to freaking watch a stupid bot and see what it was doing, but it's not in anything yet. I'm just trying to figure out, there should be 3 orders on there waiting to get filled, but it's looking like there's 2. I'd like to see this push up to 490. But again, like
Order
I'm
filled.
holding too long because I'm getting a little greedy. But my orders for the bot are up here, are up higher, so I'm kind of expecting the market to go up there anyways. So it's almost like, why wouldn't I try to capitalize on that? How do I get... Looks like one of those orders was refused. I'm not sure why. Something doesn't seem right. This is in a short right now, but I might manually close this because it doesn't look like my stops and take profits are on here. So, and like I said, one of the orders didn't go through. It got refused for some reason. So there's no point in risking. So I just killed that manually for plus, like, I don't know, 300-ish. I'll have to look at that later. That's why I'm trying to run this live right now, though, on this kind of like a test thing. I mean, it's on a real eval, but I'm trying to monitor it live to see what's going on. I need to keep those logs saved. It says that my stop, or wait, I don't know. I'll have to look at that later. It was a $250 trade. It was aiming for a lot more than that, but I don't need to risk the P&L of the account while I'm testing stuff. I can see like, look, something was wrong. I can come back and test today's price action and see why I did that. But it's also a little difficult watching that while I'm trying to also trade over here. Oh, Tyler, short from 532. Damn, it's way up there. 534. Barely took out that low displacement. 74 to 80, 5-6 points easy right there. I'm not paying attention to it because I'm reading the goddamn chat. Chat is the closest thing to me, so that's what I'm going to blame. we just go from one chop, move to the next one. It's gonna be your fault, Zendy. How long have you been here for? Nice, Tyler. Yeah, it's definitely Zendy's fault. What's a Rat Lord special trade? I've taken quite a few trades today. I'm not sure how many. I'm not, and I don't know how much we're down. A couple hundred, maybe. Somewhere around there. Yeah, going after them lows. Oh, God. Made lower lows. We created all this displacement. Jesus.
Order filled.
I'm going to go. Okay.
Order
Bad
filled.
idea. I'm going to say, I'll just go for it. I mean, it meets the requirements, but obviously this wants to run lower. I'm not speaking on this matter. I'm just not speaking. I'm not speaking on it. You guys can do whatever you want.
Order filled.
We're gonna try this one here. I keep hesitating on these little moves, and I need to not be doing that. It just does not want to go our way. I'm gonna get
Order
out right
filled.
there because I just don't freaking know. This is shaping up to be a rough day. Like I feel like I can point out decent. Like look, now it's like the third or fourth time now today. Like I sit on my hands too long in between just watching all these moves play out, and then by the time I want to take one, it's either not gonna, it doesn't work, or there's just the pullbacks. I'm not willing to handle the pullbacks. Like I should have put a stop there and just left it alone. made this higher high, then we got a gap right there. We almost got into that. All right, we're up in a 1 minute fair value gap. Yeah, like I think I feel like I'm getting a little agitated, but I think I'm still okay. I just got to be better on my. I got to stop hesitating. Like this one again. I mean, I'm hesitating, and instead of I need to be buying on the red candles, and I need to be selling on the green candles. Nice reaction off of a 1 minute fair value gap right there. Have a gap created fair value gaps on the 5-second.
Order filled. Order working.
But this is looking like it's going to create an order block. Maybe keep going. I don't know. On the 1 minute. Maybe still reach up into the 5 minute.
Stop filled.
Why can't I pick? Have I had only 1 or 2 green trades today? All right, this comes down. We're going to buy that.
Order filled.
Because this order block is going to hold, and we're going to rip up to 490-ish. Where is that? 63. I mean, we're going to 490, I believe.
Order working. Stop filled.
How many points was that? That was an easy green trade. 69 to 74. That I just freaking gave up because I was getting aggravated. You know ICT, Tyler? Personally, damn. 1 minute created this little volume imbalance. It's
Order
about
filled.
5 point, or well, up here would have been 5 points if I risk to this.
Order working.
But we've got that volume imbalance.
Order cancelled.
Oh, man. Some days it's just not your day. Some days it's not my day. I think at the start of today, we only needed 1,200 to pass this. The frick is that? Yeah, this is our last trade right here. I think our stop's in a good spot after that move. So we'll see if that holds and try to squeeze something out of this. I'm not making I don't know if I can fit all these trades into a short today. Well, let's put these last couple ones. Imagine if this runs to like 100 points off this stupid little 5-second. Would be pretty sick to at least hold to those lows. Yeah, Matt, it's a possibility. Two knives. Where do we want speed to? All the way down to like 400? Oh, okay. 400. This loss is completely unnecessary. Because obviously we were in, I don't know what, 13 points of profit there, which is like double what I typically aim for on this 5-second. I mean, we're definitely going to go after those lows. Look at how close we're getting. Tyler, why is it moving so much? We'll go after the lows after we stop us out.
Stop filled.
Couple opportunities to take our points, but got a little aggravated with today. I don't want to do this part. Let's look at the damage. Unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. Our Apex account that the bot is on is up. So that's a plus. It looks like it would have hit the target as well. However, for some reason, it looks like my take profits and the stop losses were rejected. So I gotta dive into that and figure out what's going on. But cool to see that it worked. It was green. It would have hit the target as well. Like a 40-ish point trade, I think. Yeah. So not bad. But again, it's still, we're like 95% there. I'm just trying to work out any of these kinks that we're finding on the live because I don't see that when I back test because it's two different environments. So that's just the world. That's just how the world of software goes. But all right. I hope you guys have a better day than what I did. Tomorrow we come back, we try again. Keep our heads up and keep trying to keep moving forward. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.